Hey, welcome to this guidepost. It is one of my favorites. It's all about cultivating creativity and that underlying theme of comparison. Now, this was a real eye-opener for me, but not so much when I read it. I've explored a bit more from going back to create this series, but also in terms of the activities and things that I've done. So if you've watched the intro, then you'll understand, because you'll have already heard me say that I've, until recently, not considered myself a creative person. And yet my narrative for the last couple of years is I want to live a creative life. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It explains a lot, and it might help you with the overview of the series and so on. But back to the topic in hand. Our creativity is like our uniqueness. So I always thought that creativity, or to be a creative type, and this is my ignorance and my learning, is that was making something with your hands. Even though for 15, 20 years I was hugely into photography, it does involve your hands, but for me I was like, it's not the same as painting, it's not the same as making something. And so I didn't allow myself to give me that label, oh, I'm not creative. In actual fact, I'm hugely creative in lots of different ways, whether or not it was photography, yoga sequences, filming videos, sharing stuff like this on YouTube, creating websites, brochures and stuff like that. All sorts of things I've done over the years in lots of different ways. I set myself a challenge recently to do something that involved almost no outcome, that was just kind of a feeling state, but also doing something with my hands. So I started scrapbooking. Not like holiday stuff or anything like that, just kind of themes of things I want to do, exploring topics, but also with a bit of a touchy-feely element to it. And an aesthetic, and I've got a huge amount out of that practice, even from a point of view of the time of day I like to do it. It could be for 15 minutes, could be for 2 hours, as and when I get the opportunity. But it's our creativity, and that's the point of this guidepost, that gives us our uniqueness. All of the creative things we do are ours. No one can take those away from us. So we have this culture of comparing ourselves at the minutiae of detail to how great someone's life looks or how amazing their artwork is, and that all of those things might be true. But to take that step back and to put that injection of creativity into your life will fuel how you kind of input then that creativity, not just into the activities that you undertake, but to the things that you do in your day to day that make you you. So one of the routes to stepping away from comparison, and for me, when we go into the active element for this guidepost, it's about your 4 corners of your yoga mat. This will be a yoga practice today. It's around just focusing on that aspect of you and what makes you you, and being in your space and feeling into your creativity. And there's something quite soft and gentle in that, rather than that starkness of always looking at what someone else is doing and how we need to be like that, and if only we were this. I've long since dropped the I'm not creative. I'm a hugely creative person, and I embrace it in lots of different ways. So I would like you to settle in here with a breath. Sigh it out, let the shoulders drop, maybe even take some movement, because that feels like a creative thing to do. And maybe you could make a list of all of the creative things you do, especially if you tell yourself you're not a creative person. It's really, really important. And if you are, and you know you are, then what's your favorite thing to do? Might be something you do, might be something you do with your family. And just acknowledge it today. Acknowledge that creativity and how it feeds your life. And then when you're done doing that, hop over onto your mat today with me for the Your Four Corners practice, which is all about your experience of maybe, or if you're a yoga practitioner, so to speak, been in a situation where you can see people just looking around and wondering what someone else is doing and not really focused on themselves. So Your Four Corners is waiting for you. Enjoy the creativity of today and this practice and reflection. Take care, and I will see you next time.